Charles! What's wrong?
I'm falling. I can't get up.
Oh my God, what are you gonna do?
Good thing I got my LifeCard. Let's get it, boys. You ain't getting me today, fellas. Don't worry, I'm on my porch. It can hit you from 30, but you are safe at 10.
I don't know, man. This thing is...
Root them to them, cowboys. We're gonna get them right here.
What are you shooting there, cowboy?
Well, you see, we got the LifeCard 22. Let's go. Ah, son of a bitch!
Got a cocky cowboy?
I did it. Got the dang spread on my finger right there.
High as hell.
That's how I like it.
I believe I seen tree bark.
Oh, you son of a...
Ooh, no. Ooh. Hey, all right, we gotta do it again. Go ahead, you got the gun.
So sudden death.
Sudden death. Woo! Doggy! Ah! Weird first malfunction. And I have found my best combination is the LifeCard 22 with the Po' Boy 5.6 suppressor here. And then I'm good to go. All right, folks, so LifeCard. Pretty dang cool setup, especially with the threaded adapter. Thank you, Schultz Precision here in Seymour, Tennessee for doing that for us. Now I can attach any crazy fucking overkill suppressor that I want. So with this heavy Odin Works suppressor, I actually have to hold up on it just to get it to actually function because it's so heavy. But we're gonna shoot one down toward the range right now, kind of blind shooting. Boom. Pretty dang quiet. And rotate. There we go. What's going on, y'all? We're back from the range, and this time we have the Trailblazer Firearms LifeCard 22. This thing is cool, guys. It is in no way, shape, or form a self-defense or a practical fighting pistol, but this may be one of the coolest, gimmicky, meme type of guns on the internet. I know from the moment I saw the LifeCard, I thought, dude, that is so cool. Just the concept of a credit card size pistol in your pocket is pretty unheard of and just pretty awesome in general. Now, with that being said, there are smaller options out here. Even the little Derringer prostitute guns are somewhat smaller than these are by the time you get it in your pants. And they have to be unfolded and chambered before
Sylvan
you can
can,
technically go to work.
Supersonics.
So there are a lot of steps involved with the LifeCard. But all of that aside, that is not what we bought it for. So,
That was
number
quiet.
one, huge shout out to Schultz Precision. They were the ones that were able to make my threaded dreams of a LifeCard 22 come possible. They were able to take a 1x28 adapter here and actually recess it into the old stock barrel and have it set in like that. So it physically goes into the barrel, that matches up with the inside, and then you got the 1/2x28 thread pitch on the outside to put any crazy suppressor I want on it. Now, the reason I had to have that done was because when I first got this, the very first thing I wanted to do was suppress it. There was no Trailblazer Firearms threaded barrels out on the market anywhere. They had done a pre-order of these when they first released these guns, and I think they sold out of them immediately and have since never done that. So I had to go get mine done somewhere else. Today, I made the post about, hey, it's almost your time to shine, 22 LifeCard. I go to check Trailblazer Firearms Instagram, and guess what? They now have the threaded barrels stock from Trailblazer ready to be pre-ordered once again. I think they're $119 on their website. I didn't get far enough to see if they had shipping and all that added, but $119 to pre-order. You can now have the possibility
Super
to
Sniper.
also have your LifeCard threaded as well. I believe I'm going to buy one of those barrels just because I would like to see if it gets us around the issues we have had. So when we started adding heavier suppressors on here, like the CGS Group Hydra, it tended to pull the barrel up off of the frame a little bit, and we were starting to see air underneath the barrel and the slide here. And what that was doing, it was actually causing the firing pin to hit the bottom of the rimfire casing and not go off. So after 2 or 3 times of that,
Flinch
we would
City.
take the casing out and we would turn it. It would do the same thing. What we figured out that we had to do was to actually start holding up on the suppressor itself, almost like a foregrip, just to close that gap between this top barrel here and this slide. Every time we did that, the gun performed the way it should have and everything went off. If we did not put pressure on these, sometimes they would go off, sometimes, majority of the time, they wouldn't. There's just enough weight on the front here that's starting to cause some issues, and so that is something you need to keep in mind when you get your own threaded barrel and start putting some cans on it yourself. And again, I hope that their version of the threaded barrel maybe took that into consideration and they have something in place to prevent that. Not really sure if that's possible, but it would be cool to see nonetheless. Back to the gun here, guys. This thing is just so dang cool. And with the CGS Group can, it's actually pretty dang quiet too. So you could see some big differences going from that shorty tack sole to the CGS Group type of cans, and that really made it the exact setup that I was looking for. Now, back to practicality, there is none for this. This is your backup's backup gun, right? There is no reason this should be used in battle unless it is the end of the world, the nuke is dropped, and this is your last personal round for yourself. I'd like to joke that this is my John Wilkes Booth gun because I don't physically know of any other situation where this would be practical. It is a point and shoot type of thing. When we tried to do the aiming with this thing, you have the grooves here in the top, but they just wouldn't work out. So if we tried to aim using those grooves, just the little slight variation we were doing with the trigger press was sending the rounds all different ways. So what we figured out that worked the best was, number one, just to not think about it, pull the gun up, aim, boom. Just try to do it quickly and without thought process or extra thought being involved in there to mess you up. Another thing we did was try to just keep the top flat. So we noticed, don't use this groove, use the side to side and make sure the gun is physically flat and not canted to one side. That seemed to help a little bit with our aim too. But regardless of all of that,
First,
none
we
of
got
that
the
would stop
Aguila
me from
Super
buying this
Sniper.
thing because it is just so dang cool, y'all. I love everything about it. I love the color. I got me a gray
we got
and black one. Now I've seen they've got a
CCI.
nice bright orange one
And
out
just
there.
CCI
So
rounds.
I will be buying me another LifeCard 22 in the future, especially with that new LifeCard barrel that
first
they
one was
have.
quieter.
And then I've got 2 CGS Group cans, so dual-wheeled LifeCard 22s are coming in the very near future. So I'm excited, guys. There's not a whole lot we can talk about. I'll do one quick little drop down here again. So when you have the firearm folded, it looks exactly like this. You got this little takedown tab here. You push that in, your handle comes out. It is a single shot 22, but they did put a little bit of a storage container here in the grip. Oh, when we lost one. I have tried every different kind of 22 ammo besides 22 shorts, and I could not fit anything more than 3 rounds in this. This is what they say. It has a 3-round storage compartment in the grip, and I don't think you're going to be able to get any more than that. So 3 rounds for backup. If your first backup doesn't work to your 7 other backups by the time you're pulling this thing out, you got 3 more in here just in case. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think of the LifeCard 22. Do you guys have one? Have you guys shot one? Would you do this exact same thing that I did if you did happen to have one? And what practicality or situation could you find yourself using this in? Really, the only thing I can think of, this set's like this in my safe, like pretty much ready to go other than loaded around in the chamber with that tack sole can on it. I picture the only time using it in my home is if there's a snake too close to the back door when I let the dogs out. This would probably be a good option for that. It's quick, it's easy, and it's somewhat quiet enough that the neighbors aren't going to call the cops and be like, what'd you shoot that snake with a 50 cal for? So, yeah. But yeah, guys, that's it. LifeCard 22, Trailblazer Firearms. Get you one. Just don't trust your life with it, please. Don't trust your life with a LifeCard. That is not what they're made for. They are made to be memes. They are made to be cool. They are made to get some attention. Let's put it that way. And that's about it. But yeah, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends, y'all. And as always, stay alert, stay alive. Get you a LifeCard or you might die.
As it was like completely butterflied out. Are you even being flagged by a credit card? No.
I was gonna say, you're like constantly flagging yourself with this one.
Your credit card company flags you, right?
That's true. That's true.
This is the Odinworks 5.56 Baja can. That's way too heavy for this gun, so if I were to shoot it without holding up on it, it doesn't go off.
Way too heavy.
Way too heavy. Doing some legit testing out here, guys. Okay. Coolest thing ever. This is what you do.
Pull out your pocket and engage, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, you get the ladies and keep your strap on.